What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Happy to have you on here. So today I want to present to you this amazing platform. It's called Kinsta. And so Kinsta is a hosting provider and equally a domain name seller. And he really has a lot of things going for it, but I feel like it's really a gem that is hidden. I know there are already a lot of platforms out there where you can host your website and which provide different services. But Kinsta does something very particular I want to show you today. So if you head on straight to kinsta.com, you're going to see a little presentation of the different services they offer. So basically, the main service they advertise is a managed hosting for WordPress. But believe me, they offer way more than just WordPress hosting. So let's definitely check it out. Already, you can see that they are trusted by over 130,000 businesses and brands around the world. And you can see some very amazing, notable companies here. You have NASA, you have TripAdvisor, you have Hootsuite, Indeed, and much more. And believe me, these are really some important companies like who have millions of customers. So if you're trusting this website or this platform, then you best believe it's for a particular reason. And I'm going to be showing you some of that here. So let's check out this platform. So lightning fast load times anywhere in the world, edge caching, continuous MySQL database optimization, built-in application performance monitoring, image optimization, always the fastest PHP, early hints, and so on and so forth. So the security level your website deserves, fully managed. I mean, there are so many features that are present on here, and it really does some amazing things. I'll like you to check it out. So let's just see a little bit of some of those things. I don't want to get into too much complicated details. Maybe you just have an app you're building or something you just want to set up and you need maybe a database, maybe you need some hosting space and so on and so forth. You don't want to enter into the nitty-gritty of all of this. So I just want to show you this platform and just look at some of the awards they have already won. 2025. The year has barely started and they have already taken some major awards already. So it's really amazing. So without further ado, let's just log into my account and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's see some of the solutions. First of all, they propose solutions for different levels of companies. If you just want database services, they have the solution for you. If you're building a web application, you can deploy it using Kinsta. If you're building just a static website, you can deploy it with them. Single high resource site, you can deploy it. Non-profit organization, WooCommerce store, small businesses, enterprises. I mean, they have built your platform really for every possible scale of a company you might think of. I'm just a little bit disappointed that they are focusing their promotion mostly on hosting for WordPress, because I believe they do much more than just that. So let's just go into my backend and let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you come to the backend, don't worry, I've not yet paid my bills yet, but that's not a big deal. So if you come to their backend, so you have a very simplistic web page. There's really not much going on back here. So again, I didn't have to pay anything for this just yet. I was able to deploy all my apps and the website without paying anything, because their billing is postpaid, right? You can use before you pay. So that's why you see that I have a bill, that an invoice that is still waiting. So basically, if you come to their backend of their website, you can see these options here. You can deploy your WordPress websites. You can have as many of them as you please. They'll be deployed here. You have your static sites as well that you can deploy here. And you equally have your applications that you can deploy here. But you equally have also your database, which is accessible on here. So let's check out a little bit what this looks like for these different parts. So for the first section, you can see you have your WordPress website here. You can deploy a WordPress website, you buy your domain name and everything, you set it all up here and you have it here fully visible. You can have as many WordPress websites here that you want. You deploy them totally free here. Well, not free, but I mean, you deploy them here and you have this interface that shows you all of your website. Now let's say you just have a static website that you want to deploy. You can do this same thing as well here. You put all your files here, you link your files to GitHub, and it deploys automatically every time you make a commit on your GitHub. It has continuous integration, continuous deployment. So you can easily just build your static website on GitHub and deploy automatically here. You already have solutions that do that in things like Vercel and others as well. But I think the reason why I prefer Kinsta over Vercel is because with Kinsta, you have access to your database on one interface. You have access to your WordPress sites. You have access to your static sites. And you equally have access to your applications all on one interface without going through left and right. So yeah, so it's very easy. So as well, you have the section for your applications. It's the same procedure. You can create an application, whether you built it on ReactJs, whether you built it on Next.js or whatever application you built it. You can easily just add your application here by linking it to your GitHub repository, and it's going to be deployed automatically. So instantly here, they show you their billing. They don't hide anything. They show you a billing. You can choose the location where you want your servers to be. You put in your repository and the branch you want it to deploy from, and they show you how much costs the hosting and so on and so forth, the bandwidth and so on and so forth. So as you can see here, that's kind of the pricing for that. So you can learn more there. You equally have databases as well. So if you just want to have database services, if you just want to host your database somewhere, you don't want to make use of any of these other things, you can do that as well. Yeah, you can go ahead and add a database. You create a database with these languages which are available: Postgres, MySQL, MariaDB, and they are going to give you the connection links, and you see the CPU usage and everything. You see the billing on that, and so on and so forth. So you see this is the pricing, $5 per month, which I find it pretty cheap for these specs. So you can do just that and connect to your database anywhere in the world just easily. So I really like this platform overall because it's, first of all, very simplistic. You can find your way around very easily. You can host, whether it's your WordPress websites, your static websites, or your applications on here very easily. Nothing too complicated. And if you go into your settings, if you go into your, let's say, company settings, you can have all your billing informations here. You can see all your billing informations, which are really broken down bit by bit to show you what is taking up money, what is costing you money, and what you can optimize as well. You have your billing details, your payment methods, your invoices, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you can already see a little bit of the breakdown of what happened. So this application I created, this is the overall price it costs. This is my database. This is my database. Since you can see the overall price, you can see the number of days. So you see for the number of days it was up, this is how much it cost me. So overall, I find this very interesting and a very wonderful platform where you can really have all of your applications. Small businesses, big businesses, everybody can deploy on here and have access to these services, no matter which one. Whether you're building a WordPress website, a static website, or an application, you can easily deploy here. From my experience with working with Next and Vercel and other platforms, I had to have a database maybe on Supabase and then deploy my app on Vercel, and then things were just kind of separated. At some use an API to get the data and all. But with this platform, I can deploy my applications here. Like I said, totally free. I didn't have to pay anything to deploy this application. It was post-paid that I had to pay. So you start using, after then you pay later on. And then I could also deploy my database here. Everything was just in one interface easily. So if you're building websites, maybe you just have to add some credit card details, but that's pretty much it. But you can go ahead and use it without paying anything. Just add your credit card details. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. If you're building an application and you need a platform overall to host your database and to host your websites, maybe you don't like Supabase that much. Supabase is great. It does a lot of amazing things. But I'm just saying, if you want a unified platform where you can have your applications and your databases all in one place, then definitely check out Kinsta. It's an amazing platform. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop any questions you might have in the comment section. Catch you on the next one.